Alrighty, fellow travelers, welcome back to the adventures of a traveling Don. And today we are going to be doing a food tour of Bar Harbor. That's right, we're back in Bar Harbor. We did the town tour last time. Today is the food tour, so let's get to eating. Alright, so breakfast I have chosen a place called Two Cats, and it's kind of a staple here in Bar Harbor. It's been around for quite a long time. It used to be an old tea house down on Main Street where Havana's restaurant is now, and the name Two Cats is from back in the day when it was just served tea and coffee. They didn't serve any food. You were allowed to bring animals in. And the owners had had two cats that just kind of would roam around. So that's where like the Two Cats came from, and they never left. Got rid of the name even after they started serving food, and they couldn't allow the cats to come to work anymore. So, but anyway, that's kind of like a cute little thing. The house that it is in now, they moved over here, I think back in the 90s. The house has been around since I think 1884 was initially when it was established, and it's really kind of cool. Like they've painted it up, and it looks really kind of like old style house, swanky paintings, really cool. It's got pictures of what the house used to look like from the outside over the years, from like 1896 until like current. The new owners is Dewas and his family. He's I believe he's either from India or his family's from India. They immigrated here and ended up in Bar Harbor, and it was kind of like really cool. Like they started Royal Indian Kitchen, and then of course they've now owned this, and then Everyday Joe's, which is another great place for kind of like takeaway breakfast. So, but anyway, yeah, that's the story of Two Cats. It's a beautiful little spot, and now we're gonna get into some of the food. Okay, so my first thing I'm getting to start off is, of course, a nice little smoothie. What we're doing is a blueberry banana smoothie. It's got a little bit of low-fat yogurt in there, and of course, local maple syrup as well. So let's give this a little try. Ooh, that's really good. When you come to Maine, it's all about the blueberries, I'm telling you. Oh my god. How's a bomb smoothie? Okay, so Dewas might have overdid himself a little bit. He sent me out 3 dishes. Like, I was supposed to actually have someone help me. I wasn't expecting this much, but anyway, everything here is done kind of like in-house. It is absolutely fantastic. But the first thing is going to be the Lobster eggs Benedict. So beautiful poached, beautiful egg on top with the homemade biscuit, and then of course just a little bit, or not even a little bit, a huge amount of lobster chunks. Just fantastic. Oh my god, that's so good. That is a phenomenal egg Benedict. And that biscuit is so flaky. Look at that. It's just, I could just have that biscuit with a little bit of butter. Fantastic. Hollandaise, fantastic. Alright, so the second thing that I'm trying is the blueberry pancakes. I mean, you're in Maine, you gotta do blueberry. If you're doing pancakes, you gotta go blueberry. I mean, it's just absolutely, they're so fluffy. So fluffy. And it's local syrup, Maine maple syrup. So, got that right there. Ooh. That is really good. I'm trying to figure out what the heck that is in there. Not just the blueberries, but what's in the batter. I don't know if that's a little bit of cinnamon or nutmeg in there. Dang, that is fantastic. See, that was the one thing I was initially just going to get by itself, and then Dewas was like, no, you got to try this, and you got to try this. And I was like, oh my god, I got so much in me. But, oh my gosh, those are some great pancakes. Definitely, you even see, look at the big old blueberry. There's like so many blueberries on this pancake, so. Oh yeah. Those are some fire pancakes. Alright, so what we have here is the third dish. This is the Mediterranean breakfast, and this has got so many components to it. It's I'm just gonna honestly read off the menu. It's grilled sun-dried tomatoes, feta spinach, you have feta cheese, 2 poached eggs, and then homemade caponata, which I believe is a Sicilian dish, very similar to like a Sicilian style or version of ratatouille. So eggplant is the main base in that, but it is absolutely, oh my god, it looks amazing. So we're gonna go ahead and try this bad boy real quick. Oh my goodness, get a little. So we're gonna go ahead and try that real quick right here for you. Oh my god. Oh my god. I've never had ratatouille before. I haven't had the caponata. It's got a little acidity to it. Definitely tastes the eggplant. That polenta though on the bottom is amazing. Oh my god, that is fantastic. And that really ties it all together. You get a little bit of like, because it's tomato polenta, you get a little bit of like sweetness on the back end, which is, as the song says, yummy, yummy, yum. Oh my god. Alright, so I'm going to dig into this and see how much of this I can eat, and then we'll continue on with the food tour. Alright, well that was absolutely delicious. So time to walk all of that off. I was not expecting Diwas to put out the whole spread for me there. But anyway, definitely if you get the chance, breakfast time, one of the best places is Two Cats. There's also a couple other places I would recommend. Café This Way is a fantastic spot, as is, of course, Sunrise Cafe as well. There's plenty of coffee shops as well, so you are not out of choices when it comes to breakfast time here in Bar Harbor. But definitely, you get the chance, give Two Cats a try. Make sure you give a little bit of a time though, because they make everything from scratch, so it does take some time to get some of that stuff out, but it is definitely worth the wait. Alrighty, onwards with the tour, and let's walk this off a little bit, shall we? Alright, so I'm taking a quick coffee break. Got mine from Sunrise Cafe to go. But I'd say if you want a sit-down cup of coffee, two of the best places would be Black Fly Coffee Company. That's on West Street. And then you have Acadia Perk as well, which is, I think it's Mount Desert Street. It's right off the Village Green. But there's so many different coffee places around here. But I would say those two are kind of like, you know, really nice little both sit-down places, and also you can get to go as well. But anyway, not usually a coffee drinker, but I was up early to do this because obviously we did breakfast. I'm usually not up this early, but had to get a little cup of coffee, and of course come to the park, sit down, and enjoy this beautiful view in front of me. It is absolutely fantastic. So yeah, whenever you're in town, grab a cup of coffee and come sit down here at the park and just kind of like gaze out to the bay, lose yourself in it. It's fantastic. Alrighty, I'm gonna finish up this coffee and then onwards we go. So I'm stopping by here at the stadium, and we're gonna go and have a popover. So if you've seen my previous video where I did the Astiku Inn, I'll leave a link for that one in the description. That was like the traditional popover recipe from Jordan Pond that went over to the Astiku. The stadium does their own kind of popovers. I've never had their popovers before. I think this is like their first year doing it. First or second year. It's actually changed a lot. It used to be kind of like an open space with just kind of like pizza and, you know, pub grub kind of stuff, but it's changed a lot. It's like a huge, like this bakery and coffee shop operation now. So you can see there, good popover. It's a little dense compared to the ones in Acadia or Jordan Pond. These are a little bit more fluffy inside, but I have a little bit of maple butter that they give me, plus a little blueberry jam. We're gonna give that a little try there. Mmm. That maple butter really kills it right there. That's fantastic. Mm. I like the airiness of the ones of the Asku a little bit more. These are a little bit rather dense, but flavor's good. Flavor is absolutely fantastic. What's really cool about the shop too is the stadium has a bunch of like local stuff that they sell. Maple syrup, honeys, all that kind of good stuff. So, but yeah, definitely a good popover. So if you're in Bar Harbor and you can't make it out to Northeast Harbor or the Jordan Pond House, it's too busy, get your popover fix at the stadium. Good stuff. So Ben and Bill's has been around for a while, and it's awesome. It's like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory in here. It's absolutely fantastic. So I was coming here to get some fudge, so we're gonna get some good fudge. So I got myself some chocolate peanut butter fudge, and oh my god, look at that! Look at that! Nice little, just small little chunk chocolate peanut butter fudge. So soft, so soft, so yummy. You want some fudge or some saltwater taffy? You come to Ben and Bill's chocolate shop. An Emporium. That's fantastic. I'm gonna have to save some of this. If I eat all of this, I'm gonna have a cavity. But oh boy, it is. That's some good fudge. Alright, so great spot to just kind of relax, have a glass of wine, and if you, like me, bought some fudge, take your fudge here from Ben and Bill's. This is the Ivy Manor Inn. From 1939 it was built. It is, to me, it's probably my favorite inn and hotel on the island, just because it's so gorgeous. It's got kind of like that German style, you know, of architecture. It's got the ivy coming down. Looks like something out like Hansel and Gretel or something like that. It's really, really cool old hotel that is gorgeous, and it's got this beautiful kind of like front yard area. You know, the public up until a certain time at the night is allowed to come and sit in these chairs wherever they feel they kind of find a spot. They've got a little mini bar outside where you can get a glass of wine or a beer or maybe a whiskey on the rocks, something like that. So speaking of what I'm doing, I'm gonna have a glass of red wine with, of course, a little fudge. So yeah, can't beat that combo. A little bit of fudge. Yeah, sip a cab. Nothing better. Except that noise. Thank you for stopping. Jeez. It's like perfect, picturesque, and then Anyway, this is a great spot. You can even bring a sack lunch or something like that, and then just grab a glass of wine, like I said, and enjoy the sights of Ivy Manor and all the people walking by. So, anyway, onward to the next spot. Alright, so I am back here at the Barnacle that I was in the Bar Harbor video, and I promised you guys I would come back for oysters, and for this food tour, I am here for the oysters. What we got here is Bar Harbor Blondes. These are some of the best species of oysters in Bar Harbor and around the Mount Desert Island area. And then, of course, I've got this delicious Marsh Brewing Company Oktoberfest. It's my favorite time of year is Oktoberfest time. So, but anyway, yeah, they do probably some of the best oysters you can find is going to be here at the Barnacle. I mean, it's literally called an oyster bar, so duh. But as you can see, delicious. These are Bar Harbor Blondes, about mild salinity to them. So good. Oh yeah. That is super, super good. It doesn't need, like, they give you a nice little fire ice mignonette, a little bit of lemon. You don't even need it. You honestly don't even need it. It's, the oysters here are so good. So good. So, all right, I'm gonna dig into this and then we'll go from here. All right, well, that was absolutely delicious oysters. Definitely check out the Barnacle if you ever get the chance for that. Also, if you're looking for another place, and a place that serves food a little bit later, if you're into oysters or crudo, any kind of like raw seafood, there's a place called the Loft as well, which is kind of like a nice secondary. It's a little bit bigger than the Barnacle. I like the Barnacle just because it's smaller, a little bit cozier. But the Loft is kind of swanky. It's kind of cool. It's got all these craft cocktails, great wine selection, things like that. And of course, raw oysters, big selection of those. Plus, you also get different types of like ceviche and crudo. So, but it's all good stuff. So definitely get to check out the Loft if you get the chance, and also, of course, the Barnacle. That's where my home is, right there. So, alrighty, on to the next point. Okay, so happy hour time. I am back here at Project Social like I was a few months, or not a few months, a few weeks ago. I did a promo for them for their whole dinner, but I'm just here for a little happy hour, for a little drink and a little snack. So we're gonna go check out the Barside Garden. Let's do it. Alright, so when you come here onto the garden side for the bar, what you do is you come up to this window is where you order during happy hour time, or even when you're here not during happy hour, but you just want to be here for just drinks. So just kind of come up to this window. They got the QR code here for you guys, and you just order your drink and your food. So this is one of my favorite places, in all honesty, to do happy hour. You know, the price is off is about the same as most places around here, but what's really cool is like just the whole flow of the Barside Garden, which is, you know, they've got games, they've got Connect Four, you know, got ring toss, you know, tic-tac-toe, a lot of really cool stuff. It's just kind of like entertain you. They're always playing music out here. It's just kind of like a really nice place to relax. I've got myself a Pineapple Express. So this is, I believe it's a pineapple infused mezcal, which sounds fantastic. A little bit acidity and smokiness together. And then from what they told me, this foam is a vanilla bean foam. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and try this drink real quick. Ooh, yeah, there you go. It's not too smoky. I know some people don't like the smoke of mezcal, but it's not super smoky. It's just really nice. The pineapple kind of comes into it, and then of course the vanilla bean foam just gives you a touch of sweetness, just a little touch of sweetness to do it. So, oh, it's so good. Now I got some happy hour food coming, so that is coming up next. All right, so first plate is the shishito plate. This has shishito peppers. I think it's tossed up with a little bit of garlic, and the sauce I think is a mint yogurt sauce they put on the bottom with a little bit of paprika mixed up in there as well. Now I've been told shishito peppers is like an average of like 1 out of 10 or 1 out of 15 are the spicy ones, so I think I've got about a dozen peppers here, so we'll see if I got a spicy one. One down and no spicy, so we'll see. But that is so good, and that yogurt sauce is phenomenal. Oh my god, that is really good. Shishito peppers for the win. Shishito peppers for the win. All right, so the second thing I got for happy hour is the soup. It is a butternut squash soup that I believe they use coconut milk and curry spices in there. So let's give it a try. It looks like there's also some pepitas in there, a little bit of mint, just some flowers for decoration, and then I believe they told me they put pumpkin seed oil in there as well. So we're gonna go ahead and give all of this a try real quick here. I'm just gonna... Oh, oh my God, that's delicious. I love butter and squash, first and foremost. Great for fall. I think this is their fall soup. Absolutely phenomenal. And you get a little bit of that kind of like that curry spice on the back end, so it actually lingers. So there is a little bit of heat to that as well. That's actually really, really, really nice. And from what I've been told with the coconut milk, I think this soup is pretty much vegan. So yeah, butternut squash coconut curry soup for the win. All right, I'm gonna dive into all of this and then finish my drink, and we get on to the next spot. All right, so I am here at the Bar Harbor Inn. This is where I'm gonna have kind of like a little bit of like a smoked fish, smoked meats board with a glass of wine, what I'll consider dinner for tonight. I've had so much food and I still have to do the ice cream tonight. But oh my gosh, this place is phenomenal. If you ever get the chance, come to Balance Rock Inn and do a full dinner here. It's multi-course dinner. It is expensive. This is kind of like a date night place, but it is absolutely fantastic. The view is phenomenal. The service is fantastic. The food is to die for. Like, it's all fresh, made in-house, local stuff. They do several course meals. I think they also have like a bar where you can get snacks and things like that. The cocktails are fantastic. The wine selection is amazing. And even the inn itself, just to come in and just check it out. It's like an old I think it was built in 1903 summer cottage, and it's just got this beautiful interior nowadays. The facade has been kept, but inside it's just been kind of like made in this really nice swanky kind of like spot. And it is actually, as a hotel and inn, it's only been around since the 1980s. So, but anyway, I've got my glass of wine coming, and I've got my board coming, so we're looking forward to that. All right, so my plate of meats has arrived. So I have my smoked fish, I have the salmon, I have, I think, bacalhau, I think something like that, prosciutto, liver pate, and then, of course, saucisson, Spanish saucisson as well. I mean, it's just, this place is phenomenal when it comes to this food. Comes some pickled vegetables as well, so I'm gonna have some liver pate. It's good stuff. Fantastic. And of course, can't beat a little raw smoked salmon for you there.
My husband commented on the way up that I-95 was so beautiful.
Oh my God. That's just melt in your mouth. Like, these little crackers they give you, they're good. A little tough or a little crispy, but you really, like, I'll just munch on them by themselves. They're really good, but you don't need that. Just take the meat by itself. Good by itself. Pop it in. A little prosciutto right there.
Unless you're near Harrisburg. Since the politicians live there, the roads are...
It's so good.
Nobody lives there, but there's
It
roads
is
are
so
absolutely
delicious.
Direction. They got
I cannot stress enough
That's true.
how delicious this place is.
Pittsburgh, you have
So
all kinds
good.
of people and you can't get around.
So good. Oh my God, that was so freaking good. All right, I'm damn near full, but I did promise you guys ice cream, so we are gonna do ice cream. So onwards to the ice cream. Alright, so like I promised you guys, I promised we would do ice cream, and we are doing ice cream at the end of this. This is the Wildflower Salted Honey, and this is Mount Desert Ice Cream Company. There's a lot of ice cream companies on the island. You have Jordan Pond Ice Cream Company. You have, of course, Ben and Bill's, which we went to earlier for Fudge, does, of course, have ice cream. And then, of course, you have CJ's Premium Ice Cream, which is literally right across the street from where we're at. All of them are fantastic. To me, though, I think Mount Desert has just a slight edge on the quality. Maybe not quantity. CJ's definitely has a lot more quantity on there. But I would say Mount Desert has the best quality but that's my own personal opinion. There's like ice cream wars up here, so it's kind of hard. Plus, you also throw in places like Quietside, which uses Giffords, Giffords is known very well amongst Maine. So, but anyway, we're gonna try this wildflower salted honey.
What kind of dog?
This is, that's a capper. I'm so full from tonight and the rest of today, this morning, everything we did today on this food tour, but this is definitely worth the bite and the pain I will probably experience later. So, oh, that ice cream is delicious. Oh, yeah. Well, Travel Dons, thank you so much for joining me on this food tour of Bar Harbor. I hope you guys got a lot of insight into it. Even the places we didn't go to, I always highly recommend check it out whenever you're in town. And if you've been to Bar Harbor before, let me know what your favorite places are. If I didn't hit them, let me know in the comments. But anyway, guys, have a wonderful evening. If you haven't already, hit that like button. Give us a comment about everything that you saw here. And then, of course, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. But in the meantime, Travel Dons, have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you on the next adventure. Peace.